Good morning, brothers and sisters. How precious I can draw near the Lord with brothers and sisters. This is the blessing of a royal priesthood, that we can experience and enjoy the Lord deeply. I can do the most glorious thing in the world, that we can bring people to come before the Lord. Of course, it's include of preaching the gospel and drawing near the Lord with brothers and sisters. It's really precious. God has opened his heart to us. He became our high priest. He brought us to Abba. And this is the most important duty of a priest, that we can enjoy and experience the Lord. Today, when I share with brothers and sisters the duty of the priest today, many brothers and sisters enjoyed a lot, especially the first duty of the priest, which is very important. That is to eat the offering. It is talking about to enjoy the Lord. The first thing we need to do is not the serving or to offer, but to eat the offering, to enjoy and draw near God. Brothers and sisters, I have received a WhatsApp message that there was a brothers and sisters who wrote a hymn to Abba and the Lord. Drink from the Brook became her inspiration. I believe the Holy Spirit has worked in her heart. The most precious I found the things I do which I enjoyed, and I can bring brothers and sisters to come before the Lord. Then this is very precious. I find I'm doing the most interesting thing. I give thanks that the Lord needs me, and I give thanks that the Lord has blessed us. I like to sing a hymn with you in God's Family, Hymnal 12, page 46. The Secret of the Bleeding Heart. The melody and the lyrics of this hymn is very good and precious. It talks about the Lord's heart and his riven sigh spoken for his heart to us. This hymn was quite long, and I like to sing the last 8 sentences of the 3rd stanza. If you don't know how to sing, you can just follow me. Let's think of his bosom of love is the only dwelling place in this universe. Our hearts turn to the Lord and sing to him.
Birds are singing, flowers are blooming, pink petals paint the path of love, celebrating your glorious rise from the dead, and our love union, the endless spring of our love. Your heart's forever calling for me, under your bosom sweet I plunge myself. But your bosom is my rest, I nest under your wings. You embrace me, you embrace me, to the depth of your heart. Your heart's forever calling for me, under your bosom sweet I plunge myself. You will carry me through life, I rejoice under your wings. You embrace me, you embrace me, to the depth of your heart.
It's really very precious, though the reason Lord is in heaven. But what he cherishes most is we ourselves, and how precious he dwells in our hearts forever. His heart has opened for us. It's really wonderful. There is a flower which is so special in this world. It looks like a bleeding heart. He was wounded and died for us. And this flower blooms during Easter period. Seems to tell us that what the Lord has labored for us and had accomplished the salvation. He has risen after the third day, and He celebrates with us with pink petals of our path of love. His union with us, the endless spring of love, is so meaningful, and it seemed we have thought of it romantically. But is the Lord really that romantic? Brothers and sisters, God's heart is more glorious and more abundant than us. When we can think of what we can think of can never compare with God. Only we have not thinking of it in depth. Our imagination are so shallow sometimes. It is His heart is closely united with ours. We are affecting Him the most. I hope we can worship and enjoy the Lord. The verses I'd like to share with you is in the first letter to Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 24 to 25. And it said, which our more presentable parts do not require, but God has so composed the body, giving greater honor to the part that lacked it, that there may be no division in the body, but that the members may have the same care for one another. The longer we are in the Lord, the more we understand and our spiritual eyes are opened that the Lord has given different glory to different brothers and sisters, and it is God who composed all these in this body. That means it is the beautiful will of God. Many brothers and sisters and myself were put together and in different positions. It is designed by God, and He has His beautiful will on every one of us. Of course, when we read these verses and know that it is out of His good will, then we shall learn to be obedient. Not only to learn to be obedient, and we shall learn to appreciate why God put us in this position. And this is the best and the most beneficial for brothers and sisters and ourselves. Likewise, if God put that brothers and sisters in that position, the same we shall learn to enjoy and appreciate. If brothers and sisters know how to appreciate each other and experience God's good intention, then this is the most treasurable. And every brothers and sisters has different gifts and strengths. If it is talking about the structural collocation, God must have done a very good job here. Therefore, our gifts can work together in a perfect way among us, and it can become the blessings for the church. Even though the brothers and sisters in the elderly group, I told them even a prayer or shared their testimonies to brothers and sisters to share how the Lord has changed them, and it became our great help. In addition, many brothers and sisters in the elderly group, they are very good at cooking and doing the housework. They are so eager to serve. They are hardworking and obedient. They are lively as the little children, whom are so attractive. So I find every brothers and sisters speaking solely on the structural collocation are really amazing. Or I can say that they are excellent. Of course, there are many brothers and sisters are knowledgeable, smart, and multi-talent are placed in this household as well. That's make this household full of abundance. But I also like to say, God matched us together and matched us structurally. He put us in different groups and subgroups. He also matched us in relations and emotionally as well. I find that this is so precious. I find we cannot connect with all brothers and sisters or in contact with all brothers and sisters. For this is the limitation as being a man. For example, Paul and I have the relationship as brothers and sisters, but I have never came in contact with him. Therefore, we shall treasure God put brothers and sisters beside us, so that we have the relationship and the connection emotionally to support each other. You see, this is more important than in the functional aspect. We can see clear on these verses. God composed this body. If this is the case, then God won't put this body in shame. Therefore, I really enjoy these verses. Some brothers and sisters may not be smart or talented, but when God matches us together and make this body in a perfect way, and there is nobody is less honorable, for we care for each other, and for those who has the defect are more glorious. Isn't it right? When we in lack, we will come together and help each other out, and make the whole picture more touching and more beautiful. Brothers and sisters, we shall gain glory together according to God's will, to gain the victory together. We need brothers and sisters, and brothers and sisters need us as well. There's nobody say to others that I have no need of you. Brothers and sisters, God composed us together. We are very much involved in this household of God. I'd like to tell you a story. The lock woke up the key and said to the key, I worked very hard every day to safeguarding the house for our master, but the owner likes you the most. He carries you with him. I really admire you. But the key was not happy and said, You stay at home every day leisurely. Isn't that good? I have to follow my master every day, dealing with rain and sunshine. I'm sick and tired for this job. I admire you more. So the lock and the key has quarreled with each other non-stop. One found the job of each other is too comfortable, but the other find that he was largely ignored. The dawn was coming soon. The key was thinking, The lock is staying at home leisurely, and I have to run around in the street. I have to stay at home as well. So the key hid himself in the house. The master needed to go to work, but when he got home, he couldn't find the key, and he couldn't open the door. What can he do? So he went out to find a locksmith. The locksmith said, This lock is really hard to unlock. How about Brook this lock and change it to another one? The master was so reluctant to break the lock, for this lock was very durable. But there was no other solution, so he agreed to break the lock. The locksmith broke the lock and threw it in a rubbish bin. The poor lock was crying. Oh, what a pity. The master went into the house. He looked for the key everywhere. Finally, he found the key, and he was very angry. He talked to the key. Oh dear, you are useless now. The lock is broken. Better get rid of you as well. The key was thrown away to the rubbish bin. The lock and the key met with each other, and they were signing. Oh dear, we are not being forsaken, but we're not doing our job in our position. If we work, support and care for each other, then we can be very valuable. Because of our jealous and doubtful to each other, we became the rubbish. Brothers and sisters, do you know my purpose of sharing this story? You are so smart, and I'm sure you will know. The devils really want to destroy the church and our relationships. One of the methods he used is to make us to compare with brothers and sisters without any appreciation that many